Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. I don't have my coffee on the boat. Only one thing to do. Put one Lipton tea, one peach tea. Smells good. Good morning. Gonna make tea. My coffee stuff's all at the house. All I got is tea in here. That's all I got. Bag on tea would be good. Well, whoever you are, welcome to my last stream. It's dawn in Alaska. Probably too early for all these YouTube people. There it is. Dawn is breaking. Getting up. Pretty sore about not having coffee on here. That's a big no-no. Nice and calm, that's what we want. We want it to be calm. Gotta go get our halibut hooks back. Gotta get the food. Thanks for the thumbs up. There it is. Yakutat, Alaska. Let's pump the bilge out. Really got some water in the bilge. How much water? It's still pumping. The bilge pumping. Good morning, Jason. I just woke up. I woke up and now I gotta run and grab these hooks. So I got some food, huh? Four people, welcome in. Kind of shallow in here by this island. You gotta go between the island and the rocks there, see that? Sneak them on in there. You guys got to see the sunrise as well. Early sun up, anyway. I think I told everyone I'd be in here at 8 or 7, well it's 6. There's a bunch of charter boats or somebody was moving around early this morning. Haven't exactly decided how I'm going to pull this line in. I'm going to get it by hand, I guess that's how I have to do it. Yeah, huge pain in the butt. Oh, thank you, Cumber. Thank you. Nice early morning. It's the Pacific Ocean, man. It does look like a lake, though. See, there's the harbor. There's the harbor, big Yakutat small boat harbor. Yeah, Yakutat Bay. Hold on, I'll show you. I'm kind of going through a narrow channel. Going through the narrows here. It's got to get everything lined up so we don't hit the bottom. Good morning, Terry. Yeah, it's early in the morning. Usually calm early. That's just the storm. It'll get some of a breeze up most days, but a lot of times real early in the morning and late in the evening it gets dead flat calm. Quebec, good morning. See the mountains there, the big mountains? Right on the peak of those mountains is the border between USA and Canada. So right on the other side of that ridge is Canada. Here, look, I'll show you the map. Here, back up. Back it up, man, back it up. There's Yakutat. All the way out. North America. See that? That's where we are. Boom. And burn it. Yeah, it does have some giant creatures. The giant creatures are overrated. When we go fishing, we don't usually catch them very big, you know. I got some hooks out that are made to catch the giant creature. Kind of hoping that we maintain a reasonable level of creature, like, you know, within 70 pounds is about as big a creature as I want to deal with. Monty Crossog, hello, good morning. B-Driven Equipment, good morning. James Mullins, thank you, good morning. Still looks like a lake. Ireland, we're a ways away from Ireland. Alaska. And my dog there. Wilson. There's Wilson. There we go. Here we go. Mountains and the sun are hiding behind all my equipment there. No fast food. Oh my goodness. Forgive me, I gotta put some sugar in my tea. I don't even have coffee because I took my coffee filter to my house, but I do have tea. All is not lost. There is caffeine available in the tea. We gotta get that out of there. We get some sugar in this puppy. Put some sugar in there. Good morning, White Gorilla. Good morning, John P. Good morning. Go to check the halibut hooks. First I gotta make some beverage. Maybe a little more sugar. Sunday. I'm back in Yakutat. I usually don't fish on Sunday in Yakutat, but got my subsistence hooks in so I can go catch some fish to eat. It's still okay. It's maybe 55 out. Tea's not bad, I guess. What do you think of the flashers? Oh, I didn't get them. That's weird. You know what? I got a bunch of mail in, but I didn't see the flashers. I haven't gone through it that carefully. I would imagine it'd been a big bag. You got some tracking on it? Because I think you sent it like 2 months ago. And it didn't come back. If it didn't come back to you, it must be somewhere in the mix. Hey, good morning, Subi. Good morning, California Dreaming. Good morning. Oh, it's Sunday. Let's look at the Bible. I'll find something good in the Bible for you here. Let's find something good. And I popped open to this the other day, and I was like, census of Israel and Judah. Satan stood up against Israel and moved David to number Israel. So David said to Jacob and the leaders of the people, go number Israel from Beersheba to Dan, and bring the number of them to me, that I may know it. And Joab answered, may the Lord make his people 100 times more than they are, but my lord the king, are they not all my lord's servants? Why then does my lord require this thing? Why should he be a cause of guilt in Israel? Nevertheless, the king's words prevailed against Joab. Therefore Joab departed and went throughout all of Israel and came to Jerusalem. Then Joab gave the sum of the number of the people to David. All Israel had 1,100,000 men who drew the sword, and Judah had 470,000 men who drew the sword. But he did not count Levi and Benjamin among them, for the king's word was abominable to Joab. And God was displeased with this thing. Therefore he struck Israel. So David said to God, I have sinned greatly because I have done this thing. But now I pray, take away the iniquity of your servant, for I have done very foolishly. Then the Lord God spoke to Gad, David's seer, saying, go tell David, saying, thus says the Lord, I offer you 3 things. Choose one of them for yourself, that I may do it to you. So Gad came to David and said to him, thus says the Lord, choose for yourself, either 3 years of famine or 3 months to be defeated by your foes with the sword of your enemies overtaking you. Or else for 3 days the sword of the Lord, the plague in the land, with the angel of the Lord, destroying throughout all the territory of Israel. Now consider what answer I should take back to him who sent me. And David said to Gad, I am in great distress. Please let me fall into the hand of the Lord, for his mercies are great. But do not let me fall into the hand of man. So the Lord sent a plague upon Israel, and 70,000 men of Israel fell. And God sent an angel to Jerusalem to destroy it. As he was destroying, the Lord looked and relented of the disaster, and said to the angel who was destroying, it is enough. Now restrain your hand. And the angel of the Lord stood by the threshing floor of Ornan and Jezebite. And David lifted his eyes and saw the angel of the Lord standing between the earth and heaven, having his hand a drawn sword stretched over Jerusalem. So David and the elders, clothed in sackcloth, fell on their faces. And David said to God, was it not I who commanded the people to be numbered? I am the one who has sinned and done evil indeed. But these sheep, what have they done? Let your hand, I pray, O Lord my God, be against me and my father's house, but not against your people, that they should be plagued. Therefore the angel of the Lord commanded Gad to say to David, that David should go and erect an altar to the Lord on the threshing floor of Ornan and Jezebite. So David went at the word of Gad, which was, he had spoken in the name of the Lord. The Lord relented and stopped destroying Jerusalem, because David said to the Lord it was his fault. He accepted the responsibility, and the Lord honored that. Delivered July 29th to Yakutat. We'll have to look for it. How big was the bag, the box, the package? And do you have a number? Email me the tracking number so I can give it to the postal lady. Let me see if I got it, but I don't think I got it. I went as soon as I got home and got a whole armload of stuff. There was kind of a lot of stuff. Yeah, I read it. I'm pretty sure that was the Old Testament with King David. The Bible reading is like a repellent to all the riffraff on YouTube. They don't even come around. If they figure out that the Bible and God is involved, they just check out. They don't come around and never hear from them. It's fine. I'm gonna put my glasses on. I can't see. Hold on. I can see a little bit. Yeah, praise God. Good morning. I feel guilty for doing anything on Sunday, but it happens. It happens. I feel like I should look up that part about Jesus and the disciples when they were getting the wheat out of the field on Sunday, and the Pharisees got all uppity with them. Jesus said not to worry about it. Yeah, that was about a part of a chapter. You know, I usually look around in the Bible for something that would be as impactful as possible and maybe easy to understand for the layman, but that's where I was reading the other day and considering in my own time, so I just decided today to read where I opened it up. Good morning, Gate Smasher! Thank you. I guess for me, it's the point is that to take the Bible at its face value and believe it for what it says, and to respect the fact that God sends an angel to destroy things when you don't do what He wants. So basically, it's worthwhile to fear God, and that crazy supernatural things have happened in the past that are beyond our modern understanding. Not that I'm any kind of have any wisdom for you. Just a few words about that. Part of that chapter I read. I don't even know where it was. Maybe we were in Chronicles. Not too shabby. They did log that, you know, it was second growth or third growth forest. They logged it about four years ago. Should be getting right to feed up the deer and the moose. It's good for the game when they cut the trees down. It creates a huge meadow, bunch of berry bushes and, you know, the stuff that the deer eat, and then the deer can hide in the bushes too. Should help the population of deer. We don't have a lot of deer here. They brought them in and they don't do that great. There's a few. Oh, we're going to church. We'll be at church on time. It's 6:20 in the morning. I gotta be there at 10 a.m. That's why I'm up at 6. I usually don't get up this early. I got my fiance and future mother-in-law are at my cabin. Try and get some halibut in the freezer. We got a big church family in Yakutat, and there's a lot of kids. There's about 35 kids, I guess. So, go to church, worship God, set a good example for the kids. Everybody comes together and worship and fellowship and creates a strong community of do-gooders. Clouds look pretty cool on the iPhone. It looks almost cooler in the screen than it does in real life. The cloud formations and stuff. That early morning light's starting to fade out now. Pretty soon it'll just be Alaska. Right now it's kind of special with the early morning. Yeah, the Sunday school for kids. There's Sunday school for all different age groups of kids. We got little kids, the ones that are like knee high, and then, you know, waist high kids. Then there's big kids, teenagers. I don't know how they break it up. Kind of like they do for kindergarten, grade school, high school. I think there's 3 different classes. Good morning, Jason. The caffeine's taking a fake effect. I feel like I'm waking up now. Thanks, Gate Smasher. Good morning, Jason. I'm gonna get out here closer to where we got the line set, and I think I'm gonna, if I can find it, I bought an open block. I'm gonna probably lash it to my troll pole and then pull off of that. We'll see how it goes. If it's not going good, I'm just gonna cut the video and pull it in. Yeah, my coffee filter's at home. I get no coffee this morning. It's tragic. It's just a tragedy. I got a report on the co-host here yesterday. It was good fishing for the hand troller at 45. He said they're all running over the 5-pound mark, so that's good money. I'll be after them on Monday. I think I can fish on Monday. I'll have to check the weather. There's some serious weather coming, but I don't think until next weekend. Good morning, Patrick. Yeah, Yakutat's pretty cool. You know, on that king opener, I don't know how you could get any more beautiful than that. I mean, I guess the fish coming in was part of it, but the problem with the Yakutat is it's usually raining. We're at the very end of summer now. The next couple weeks it just starts raining. It's a known thing. It rains the most here in like maybe September, November, October maybe is the most rain. It just rains like you wouldn't even believe. It's just the way the whole atmosphere, the whole ocean, the system works, like with the warm coming up from Hawaii and these big mountains here. Those aren't just mountains, those are like huge mountains. They're way bigger than what you have in like Colorado and stuff. All that moisture comes up from Hawaii and it funnels up this panhandle of Alaska, and it, for some reason, right here is where all that moisture dumps off. It's the rainiest daggone spot. Bryson, we're gonna see. I bet there's something on there. I don't know. Maybe there's not. Sometimes you think you're gonna get something and then you pull it up and there's nothing on there. The first step is to find the buoy, and then we gotta hook the buoy, not get it in our prop and all that, and then we gotta see if we can lift it up by hand. I've never tried. I've never lifted a line like this by hand. It should come up. I don't have I've got a vague plan of how I'm gonna deal with it. Good morning, Stuart. Granny's Corner, good morning! John Joe! We're gonna try and get some halibut. We set a halibut subsistence line yesterday. It's about 15 minutes away. I don't know. Running kind of slow. Don't feel like listening to the engine scream. Taku 4444, good morning! There's kind of a lot of algae and stuff around. Slime in the water. It's been warm around here, I guess. Summertime. I'm usually not around this time. The fireweed's all in full bloom. Berries are out. I'm usually down southeast catching fish, working hard. This is really weird. Stuart, get out there and catch some fish, Stuart. I want to see some live fishing from Scotland. My goodness, I had my fiance's little dog. I made a video with the little dog growling at me, and I don't know how many people saw it, but it's kind of disturbing. The dog's so vicious, I ended up taking it down. It's not very, the dog doesn't look very nice. It'll come around. It lets me feed it and stuff. I can pet it, but it bars its teeth and growls like crazy. Little Chinese dog, Shiatsu, I guess they're called. Where'd you move, Stuart? Where to? Go a little faster. That mountain's getting bigger now. Good morning, Denny. Yeah, we're in the passage. They call this Johnstone Passage. It's real calm here. Even during, you can fish in here during a gale. The storm is out. I don't fish during storms anymore. I've tried that before. I had the roof blow off my old boat. It had like, well, not a roof, but like a plywood canopy on the back deck. In the storm, it blew off. Ripped it right off of its screws. So that was when I knew. When they say storm force wind, I don't leave, or I go back. Okay, Granny, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the support. Enjoy Florida. I like Florida. I want to go there. I went to Florida when I was a kid. We went to Disney World. I got to go fishing in the ditches or whatever they were. Caught some fish, freshwater fish down there. I'd like to go to Florida and catch the pompano. Caught pompano before in North Carolina, but they're kind of few and far between in North Carolina most of the time. Hard to catch. I remember one year when it was really hot, a whole bunch of them came in. We were catching the pompano off the pier. I was getting them with a trout spinner. I figured out that they would bite a, you know that spinner, the flicker spinner with the little Colorado blades? I was catching pompano like at will on the flicker. I had an ultralight rod and the water was real calm and clear. And you could see them in the surf. They were just outside the breakers. And if you threw that flicker down, that little spinner blade thing, and you could see the flicker and you flick it and the pompano would come over and you flick it and they would eat it. It was pretty cool. I think they were too small to keep though. No, I got largemouth bass, I think, in Florida. I was so little when we went there. I don't even remember for sure. I just remember there was fish. I think I saw a pickerel in the ditch there. I thought it was like a mini alligator. It was weird. I'd never seen a pickerel that big. Maybe that's not what it was. I don't know. We're talking like 35 years ago or something. But I thought about trying to get a commercial deal going in Florida if we got cut out in Alaska, go to Florida in the winter because the king salmon, that's my job like 6 months out of the year is catching king salmon. So if that ever got shut down, I'd have to find something else to do. And I want to fish. I don't want to bang nails or do anything like that. Nice. That's a big lake trout. How do you catch a 29-inch lake trout? With a spoon? Well, right now I fish for kings all winter, but there's been some crazy talk about the king salmon, so I was more thinking about it. We had a lawsuit pending for a while. It seemed like they were going to win the lawsuit, but then they didn't. Everybody was stressing out like crazy. And I was just looking at it. I didn't look at it that seriously because they seriously never did shut us down, but I looked into it a little bit. The main problem, just as it would be in Yakutat for someone coming here, is going to be housing, I think, and getting the boat set up. And then there's catching the fish, you know. That's not always easy. Our guys do okay. I think there's someone in the chat, JK maybe, is from Florida, knows about the pompano. He says the guys do all right. I can't remember where he said. Maybe northeast Florida. They do good for pompano. I think they sell for like $20 a pound or something. Maybe the commercial guys might get 15. Nice. Yeah, there was a lake I fished in Colorado some years ago, and I caught a little rainbow trout and let it go, and it didn't make it. It fluttered down to the bottom and was laying on the bottom. You could see it because the water was so clear. And a big shadow moved over to it. You just see the big puff of mud from when the thing opened its mouth, and the trout was just gone. Big giant lake trout there. Couldn't get the Couldn't get the laker to bite anything though. Probably would have eaten a trout if you put it in there. Good morning, Tara. Good morning. Oh yeah, well we're getting close to the hooks. We're getting close. Once we get out there by where the fishing gear is, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do. I think I might put my troll pole down and tie that block to it. That might work. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. I wish I had a cleat on the pole, then I could haul it, and when I need to do something, cleat it off. I'm gonna have to take it to the deck cleat to cleat it off. It's gonna be a goat rope, it is what it's gonna be. Maybe we won't catch any fish, and then it'll be super easy. Yeah. We don't catch no fish, that would make it all a lot easier. But it's probably pretty unlikely. It's possible. It's our first stab at it. Maybe they're not shallow, because I put the hooks real shallow. Pennsylvania, huh? A Raystown Lake? I've heard of it. Never been there. I didn't even know they had lake trout in Pennsylvania, I guess. I remember I went to some place in like West Virginia, Ohio, and there was a sign that said there was lake trout. It was really intriguing. It was a deep lake up in the mountains. Never caught anything. Yeah, I mean, I like chicken and I like beef, but we definitely have subsistence on the land here for put food in the refrigerator, allow us to have a little bit of money in the bank. The food here is crazy. It's crazy. I wish we could go out and catch gallons of milk. Milk's a big expense. Or like catch up some pigs on our long line, bring up packs of bacon. But as far as fish and red meat, yeah, I usually shoot a moose and then split the moose up. Last year I just kept the back leg of the moose and gave the rest of it away. Since I'm getting married, I probably want like 2 legs of the moose. That's enough moose meat for a year. Interesting. I like beef better. You know, some beef is better than others, but it's all good. If I wasn't able to hunt or fish, I'd really be jonesing for some halibut and some moose, but since I can, it's like unlimited, you know. The moose is a little bit, you know, a little bit tricky. Moose season happens right before king season, and then there's a big long moose season for the remote areas, but they're really hard to get to. Like, you gotta have an airplane, or you gotta have like a death wish with the boat to get into the creek. It's really makes it difficult to get to them. Those areas are open September 1st, and then they stay open because there's no quota, because not enough people go there for them to worry about over harvest or killing too many moose, so they don't set a quota. But like around Yakutat, you know, we got 200 able-bodied men or whatever, and when it's moose season, about 60 or 70 of them go hunting, and they have to set a quota for the area. One area is more remote than the other, and it's still accessible by car, but barely. You can like only touch the surface of it, and so that one, That one, a lot of times, it doesn't get filled, the quota. It's 30 moose on either side of the river. So the far side of the river is inaccessible. Usually doesn't get filled. But the close side of the river, where there's a road that goes all the way through it and access via rivers and stuff from the road, that area gets shut, and it takes about anywhere from 3 days to 2 weeks. It'll be shut, 30 moose. And that's where I hunt usually too. So it's like a derby, it's like a moose derby, you know. People driving up and down the road, like back and forth, up and down, back and forth on the road. And as soon as the moose steps out, you know, you get out of your car, you step off the road and blast the moose. That's the common. And then there's a few spots where the moose always shows up, and people will park their car there. And then when the moose comes out, they get out of their car, step off the road, blast the moose. And then there's a minority of people that go out into the bushes and call, or go out in the bush, climb up in a tree and call. And that's what I did last year. That's what I usually do. But last year I tried that, didn't see anything. Or actually I missed one in the morning. And then in the evening time, when we were just about to leave, driving down the road, the moose was just, we were driving down the road and the moose just standing right in the middle of the field. So that's how we got the moose last year. Hello. Yeah, it'd be better if I had a airplane, I don't know, or had a lot of money to hire an airplane to take me. The moose hunting on the other side of the bay where you fly into, and then there's a lodge where you can go stay at the lodge and hunt moose with them for like 8 grand, 10 grand. Yeah, moose hunting's really good there. Yeah. You want to go moose hunting? Icy Bay Lodge. That's where the moose is prevalent over there. And then, you know, they put you up at the lodge. They give you a vehicle to drive around. Whatever. It makes it easy. You got all the amenities, and it's remote. If you do it yourself, it's going to cost you $8,000 anyway, pretty much. What did I miss? Oh, geez, yeah. Don't want to get in the airboat prop. That's ugly. Sounds horrible. Well, we got wolves here too. Nobody much goes after the wolves anymore because there's not a good price on them. Trappers used to be pretty ambitious about getting after the wolves because not only was there a good price on fur for marten and stuff, that's why you go out, because the marten's the bread and butter. There's a lot of those. But also the fuel was so low. Both those things made it profitable. And then the fur prices tanked and the fuel went absolutely through the roof, so nobody's trapping anymore. So there's some trapping, like hobby-wise, where people do like the, you know, skim the cream off the top, but there's no real serious trapping effort. Yeah, well, it's 3-hole beef where you are, B-Driven. It's not 3-hole beef in Alaska, I promise you that. Anyway, 8,000's the whole, you know, that's the full money. Well, not really, it's unguided. A guided moose hunt in Alaska runs you more like 20,000. We're talking unguided at Icy Bay. But yeah, you know, the subsistence hunt in town, like I told you, it's kind of like a derby. you know, last year we got our moose on opening day, so we just spent like 50 bucks in gas to drive up and down the road and blasted a moose. So that's, you know, that's pretty good. It doesn't always work out like that. I think on average, when I lived at Icy Bay and worked at Icy Bay, I figured my average was, it took me 3 days to get a moose. And in Yakutat, it's probably longer than that. It's probably more like 7 days to get a moose. I start out, the more remote area opens first, so I start out going there first, and then if I don't get one there, I usually get one at the area that's got the better access, that's open only for a short time. Look at these guys. Sea otters eating up on all the crab. Good morning, Jordan Tufts. Yeah, a lot of the guys that come get the moose, they don't really want the whole moose because that adds a whole nother level of expense. Then you got to fly the moose out. They want to give it away, but most of the time, people around here don't really want it that much. I mean, I guess they do. It's a pain in the butt to give it away, too. Problem with people coming from out of state that don't want to keep the moose meat, you know, they go out there and they blast the moose for the antlers, and they have to take the meat, so they take it, but they don't really want the meat, so they don't take good care of it, you know. And then they want to give it away. I don't want it. If it's somebody that I know took care of the meat, I'll take some meat from them. Or if I'm on the hunt and I see what's happening, but I've seen what's happening in a lot of cases, and I wouldn't want to eat that meat. Throw it in the mud, and cut the guts open they don't know what they're doing, get guts all over everything. Shoot the moose a whole bunch of times in the guts. There's a lot of bad things that could happen to your meat with wild game. Good morning, Randy! Boom! He's still getting around good enough to jump in and out of the boat. That's good. Well, the tariffs are doing me nothing but good. They're paying a lot more for my fish because it's a USA product, and over 80% of the seafood that's brought into the United States is from out of the country. So since I live and work in the United States and I produce something in the United States, tariffs are a good thing for me. Sure, they're good for the American beef producers too. Fish prices are up like, oh geez, I don't know, 30%. That literally means to me that my income is up 30%. I have to catch the fish, of course, but at least the opportunity's there. We're getting there. Good morning, Tom. We're almost there. I don't see my buoy yet. That's step one. Find the buoy. A lot of times I get real nervous when I don't see it, but we're not quite there yet. Get some big giant halibut on there and pull my gear off the shelf, you know. They shouldn't have been able to pull that daggone thing. It's pretty big anchors. Those are proper anchors too. I think I tied my buoy on good. Let's look with the binoculars real quick. Let's take a look. Should be able to see it with binoculars from here. Yep, I see it. Gear's still there, that's good. I lived in a hammock for a while, Patrick. I fell out of it once or twice. Oh my goodness. I set it real low to the ground, like maybe 2 feet off the ground, but still you fall out of the thing in the night, you're like, it's a jarring way to wake up, for sure. I wouldn't want to do it now that I'm older. Oh my goodness! Northern fishing and hunting! Northern fishing and outdoors! Good morning. We're almost there. Don't let me forget, I'm gonna put my GoPro on. I need stock video footage. All I've been doing is these lives. I don't have any footage for shorts or nothing. I can cut shorts out of the lives, but I can't add music to them. I need some footage. I think that my GoPro's charged up. I charged it like all day a few days ago on my way down here. I had to drink tea. Ugh, man. I would go home. I get coffee at home. I need to yank this line in and then run back home. August 3rd? Is that the closure? Are they closed? What's happening on August 3rd? They're gonna close Coho's. They always do. They close it for a few days. The report, I got a report from a hand troll yesterday, caught 45. That's good. Fishing's good now. It's good now where I'm at. And they're big, so the price is good too. Need to get out there. Not fishing today though. That was part of my plan to set this halibut deal, is to stay busy, getting things done. This is for getting my own food, you know. Need to get it done. I'll be busy all the time. Right now it's kind of a slow time. So set the hooks out yesterday. Let's pick them up and get our food today. Oh my goodness, the wedding. Yeah, it's happening. I see my suit when I go home and take a shower. My tuxedo's hanging in the shower room. I bought it, oh, the towel. That's a good idea. I got paper towels. I don't have a funnel though. I got tea. I got Lipton's tea. I got some caffeine in me. I can tell I had some caffeine. Yeah, I bought this tuxedo online. I got it from the Gentleman's Guru. Must be black people who run that thing, because every one of their models is black. Very much, all of them. Like, dang. But they seem to have nice clothes. I mean, a lot of choices, good website, reasonable prices. Anyway, I bought my suit from them. And I guess I got the shirt from them too. And the shirt looks real nice. It's not, I don't think it's not like super high quality, you know. I got the whole suit for like less than $1,000. You know, it's got some thread sticking out. They made it. It looks good. You can see your hand through the cloth too on the dress shirt. I'm thinking that there's not that many threads in there. It does look nice though. I didn't look at the tuxedo. Ginger, lemon, honey. Oh, I don't know. I don't have any of that stuff. I got some garlic. My boat's too small to keep such a cupboard. I see a cruise ship. You got this pristine wilderness, then this huge floating city up in here, you know. 10 times more people in that cruise ship than live in Yakutat. Coming in here to see our glacier and our mountains. Well, we pretty much have arrived at the spot here. Take her out of gear. Turn the autopilot off. Let's go outside here. Let's go outside. Where's my block? All right, I got it. I got this thing. I don't know, maybe I could use that. Can I use that thing to catch these halibuts? My hand? Wilson, we need to make some way to get this. No. I think it would be good to put it like towards the front of the boat so that it doesn't want to get into my prop as much. But might be easier to put it in the back here. Make it a piece of line. I need some string. Give me some string. Where's the string at, Wilson? Got this handy piece of line right here. Use this. Got this green poly from Sitka. Sitka. Now's its chance to shine. Use this to put this like this. Probably didn't need to cut it that long. It seems like little tiny pieces of line are useless, so I'll just make a pretty big piece there. How am I going to tie it on there? Don't think it's screwed very well. There's a couple more ones on there. Yeah. Alright, well we got that thing ready. Now I need something to hook my halibut up with. This is the only line I see laying around. Oh, what's that? There's another chunk of line right there. I got that old bait. Remember I put the salt on the bait? Still got that bait. Alright, we're gonna put, I gotta get my shark hook ready here. Thanks for reminding me of the GoPro. I saw that. Put this hook on here like this. Get this ready for in case we get a big one. Help us land it, or at least try to land it. I forgot my gun. I was at home yesterday and I'm like, do I need to bring my gun with me? And I'm not gonna need a gun. Bear's not in the, sometimes the bear's in the parking lot at the harbor. I didn't see the bear, no bear sign. Victor, longest shot for the moose. I killed a moose with a .454 revolver once. I was like Freeze, moose! Shot it 3 times. It's about 10 yards away. It will work. I've done it before. Shot it with stock ammo. I shot it with what I had. It was what is it? MagTech Full Metal Jacket. You do not want to get shot with a 454, even if you're a moose. AK, good morning. Ken Reed, hello. Yep, we're getting ready to do this. It'd be nice if this wasn't in my way. Let me get this out of my way. Daggone old transducer cord. Get out of there, transducer cord. It's a miracle that thing still works. Been messing it up for a while now. Alright. Where's my gap? Let's see. Put the line in there. We don't have a good plan of where to put the fish. I guess I'm going to put them in that tote. It's got the old bait in it. Let me get my GoPro out. Here's the GoPro. This thing, the battery dumps on this thing so bad. Get on there. What do we got? 86% battery, 2 hours of time. Set for video with widescreen. I don't want widescreen. Video, yeah. Video. Wide, video mode standard. You know what? I like the HDR, standard HDR. Which one do I want? What's HDR even mean? Best used in bright environments. Bring out details that might blend into shadows. It's pretty bright out. Let's try that. HDR video mode. It does seem to have like a little bit of a fisheye action. I don't want the widescreen. Hyper view. Tallest field of view. Immersive point of view footage. Super view. Tall field of view, great for point of view. I'm in high dynamic. Digital linear horizon lock. Broad field of view without fisheye effect. Keeps horizon level. Well, what are my other choices? Linear. Broad field of view without fisheye effect. Landscape and scenic. Broad field of view without fisheye effect. Wide, no. Super view. Super view, we're going for it. I broke my GoPro tripod, it's now a bipod. Because these things are not made fish tough. They're made Japanese or Chinese quality. Please do not fall out of the boat camera. It's gonna be right in the danger zone, man. Let's put it out of the danger zone. I'm all right there. Put it on there like that. Do not fall off my boat camera. Good footage. No idea what it's about. Needs to be over here, it really does. Crazy. Why is it that way? Come on, no. Okay. What do you think? It's on there now. How's it going? It's going good. Just getting all my ducks in a row here. See if we can go get this buoy sucked up. And we're gonna pull in our halibut here. That's what's happening. Good dog, Wilson. Very good. Barely got it. I got it. Barely got it. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. What I deal with this handful of every person. Oh, you're killing me. Is this even possible? I don't know if I can do it. Oh, back. Wow. Tangled up, huh? There it is. Goodness gracious. I am weak. Woo! We got some bait on her still. Look at that. Still fishing. It's a hard work right here now. Don't feel anything on the line. Oh! There's a fish. We got something. Here comes something. Woo! What's that? Oh! It's a big linka. Whoa! Think. We can keep a lingcod subsistence fishing. I don't know. Oh, we caught this. We got it. Got this. There's one some of that. Lingcod. It's worse than my new dog. Well, we got something anyway, huh? I think I feel something on the line, I'm not sure. Hard to say. Maybe it's just an anchor. Definitely got something. Definitely got something. anchor's dragging. I feel it pulling it. Pulling it into. Now it's holding. Come on, halibut. Mr. Halibut. Who's our halibut? Oh, halibut. I don't feel anything on there. That might be our one fish. Maybe. Ooh, it's hard work. Man. Got most of our line back here. All I feel is that anchor skipping on the bottom. You feel that. Woo! Seemed like a good idea at the time. Not even one halibut. Come on! Like something was on this one. Something got on there and twisted it all up. You go with something. Got a nice beat. Seems like there's not much halibut around in here. What do you guys think? I'm up to 55 people. Watch the torture. Oh. Here comes the other one. Here comes up off the bottom. Emma. Hiya. I think I put like 1,000,000 hooks. Reattach it. Man, it's a lot easier when you got hydraulics. I'll tell you that much. Oh, they smoke. They make it so you don't want to do it. Woo. Holy smokes. Oh, no halibut. 100-pound anchor. The 25 pounders. I guess. I don't know. Woo. Oh my goodness. Well, we got something. We got this. Look at all beat up, redded out bait. That's what I'm calling that. And we got this guy. Big old Jump in the Hut there. See him? See him? That's all I got for you. That's all I got, man. That's it. And then tomorrow I need to go trolling. I can't reset it, I don't think. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. I don't know if I can legally keep it. We better let it go. Gotta cut it loose. All right, it is lingcod season. I don't see a problem with it. Here we go. Back to work. I mean, back to church. Let's go. Woo-wee. Hey, Ron Bassett. That's it. Like and subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'll be fishing again on Monday. Big time trolling. That was every bit of as difficult as I thought it would be. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it at first. I think the anchor was caught. The anchor was stuck on the bottom, and the boat was pulling, and I'm pulling, and the anchor's holding. I'm like, oh, I ain't gonna do that. But once the anchor came off the bottom and the boat stopped running away from it, it came in all right. It was a real pain in the butt having all those hooks on the last part down to the anchor because, you know, I got the weight of the anchor and I'm trying to undo the hooks. It was easier from the buoy to the anchor. Good night, Ford. Thanks for the like. My goodness, what a heavy duty pull. No halibut, one big lingcod, one peacod. We actually don't have a steeple on our church. We just got the cross on it. We got a regular steel building. Good morning, Holly. No halibut. Christina's gonna be mad. Oh yeah, you're no doubt about that, Gary. My wrists are sore. Feel the burn right here. Right in there. Holly, I got no coffee. You got the coffee filter. It's a dire emergency. None coffee. Headed back right on time. We should be back 7:30. Take us about 40 minutes to get back. 8:30-ish. Go home, take a shower around 9. Good to go. Yeah, I'm awake. Nah. Woo-wee! Stephen Lee Johnson Jr., hello! Another coffee. Yeah, I need another coffee. I need a coffee filter for the boat. There's no... I don't have a funnel. Oh, you want me to just put the paper towel over the cup? That's an idea. Alright. Another problem is that bad lighter. I took my other lighter in my pocket or something. I was fighting with the lighter for 10 minutes to get the stove to light. Scotty, we didn't get any halibut. Just one lingcod and one peacod. Big lingcod though. Like a 25-pound lingcod at least. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I normally do at home. I got a huge cup, and I just fill my huge cup, and then I got a small thermos, fill that, I'm good for the day. I don't even normally use my stove at all when I'm in Yakutat. I don't use it. Now that I've been using it for a couple months, I feel like I like it, but usually the fall time it gets kind of rocking and rolling out there. So, oh, let me turn my GoPro off. Hold on. See if I can get some more water. Well, I got the stove lit. That's a start. Now I'm running out of water too. I don't got no water on the boat. Just enough. Yeah, we did catch a monster, didn't we? We got the sea monster. GoPro just got me for another quick renewal. It's that time of year. $50 a year to use the stupid GoPro app. Should get rid of that. I do like use it though. I use it for my GoPro footage. I think I used it for that members only video. I used GoPro Quick. Charged me 50 bucks. Sometimes their music comes out copyrighted. That's not cool. I pay them for the music and then they copyright it on YouTube. Most of it's okay. We'll have to try this paper towel. That'll be worthy for YouTube. We were fishing for halibut. Bottom fish with a subsistence line, hand pulling a line. What a pain in the butt. If that was a commercial set, we definitely would have had some fish. We could have set it down deeper. Soon no music, huh? Soon no. I haven't had too much trouble with the copyright stuff, just using the free editors. That one, what's it called? U-Cut. All of U-Cut's music is copyrighted, so that I had to get out of that. And then GoPro, mostly it's okay, but mostly it's not that good either. Good morning, Arroyo! I have Gus's helmet in my truck. I'm bringing it to church. Working on it. I haven't done any GoPro type footage in a long time. I need to get some. I need to get one of those chest mounts for the camera, I think, for the phone. And then use my old phone so I don't lose my new one in the drink. All we got was a lingcod this morning, Royal, or Cade, or Arnie, whoever you are. Probably Royal. Could be Gus. The monster? Oh, lingcod, Rob. You didn't see it? I don't know if I could keep it technically. Hold on. I was just getting ready to let it go any second now. That's what we got. Yeah. I'm subsistence fishing. It's probably okay. I don't know. That's a lingcod. I like them. A lot of people don't like them. A lot of people do like them. I'm in the like category. Oh my goodness! Bread? Yeah. Sounds good. No, I don't think it is, Starkey. It's not mushy. It's got a firm white meat. They got a lot of worms, the big ones, but the worms are mostly in the belly. Just cut the belly out. Denny Blazer, what's up? You think that wake me up? No. Adventure with Gia. Good morning. Yeah, Rob, we were just talking about the moose hunting. A bit of broad overview of the different moose situations we got here. I really like, there's a lot of deer, but there's not a lot of deer in Yakutat. There's a limited deer hunt. With some rumor they might shut it down because there's hardly any deer. I don't think we hardly didn't kill any deer last year. The wolves ate them all. But there's a good moose hunt. If you're willing to really go after it, you can. If you got a bunch of money or you got like a suicidal death wish with a skiff, you can get across the bay and get one over there for sure. Then we have a hunt locally. So I was supposed to get a four-wheeler from the lodge because I went up there to work for a four-wheeler. And with a four-wheeler, you can hunt the other side of the river pretty well. That opens up late September, and then there's a subsistence hunt, like with a lot of access around town. It opens in October, first week in October. And there's a quota on both sides of in the local areas, there's a quota. 30 moose on either side of the river. So when they open it up on this side of the river where there's good access, it's a race to kill the moose. On good weather, when the moose are around, it doesn't last long, maybe 3 days. If the weather's not good or the moose aren't in the area, then it might last 30 days. Coffee filter. Where's my paper towels at? Scotty says I can use this. Now I gotta find my coffee. There we go. Everyday essentials, Colombian coffee, the regular stuff. Good morning, Tim. I'm gonna put extra coffee. Scotty claims this will work. I don't know, man. Here we go. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Seems to be working. What did I miss? What happened on Fish Tough yesterday? What do you mean good work? Oh, the blessing of the fleet. I came in kind of late. Guide services? Yeah, this one. Icy Bay Lodge. That's the only one. That'll get you a moose real easy around here, but it's expensive. You know, I'm gonna build a guest house. It's like I'm not saying it's on the top of the list, but it's near the top of the list. Just come stay here. You could stay at like the Mooring Lodge, and that hunt on the west of the Dangerous, I don't know, they might have changed the season this year. But non-residents can hunt west of the Dangerous at a certain point. And I'm supposed to get a four-wheeler. We're counting on the lodge to kick out that four-wheeler. That works. Coffee spilling everywhere, Scotty. It's going all down my hand and stuff, man. Scotty! What the heck? It's not going in the cup. Look at this. Get in there. How much is in the cup? Oh, it filled the cup. Our cup is full. We're in business now. Top it off with a little bit of hot water. Woo, man. Good thing I always got some of this. Gonna need to carefully measure the sugar. Looks like about the right amount. There we go. Hope I didn't put too much sugar. I hate that. Look like a lot of sugar. I won't stir it too much. Try that. Yeah, I put too much sugar. Only barely too much though. Yeah. Oh man. Woo! Let's go. There's still sugar. I only use 10 pounds, man, all summer. Is that a bear? What's that? It kind of looks like a bear. Is that the bear rock I saw the other day? That's the bear rock. I think that's a different bear rock. No, it's normal. Normally drink coffee. My coffee's better than the stuff they got, usually. There actually is a coffee grinder at church. We're getting that way. It's almost 8 o'clock. Hey, I like sugar. It's what makes the world go round. Men sail those big sailing ships all the way around the ocean, risk their lives sailing off the map. Bring sugar for rum, sugar for tea. Going to India for tea and wherever they got their sugar from, the West Indies, I guess. Gotta have it. I could have used a little bit less, like a half a teaspoon less would have been good. That's about right. I put so much coffee too. The coffee's bitter, you know, real bitter, and then the sugar sweetens it up. Bittersweet, delicious. Good morning, Lee. I got a big lingcod and a peacock. I cannot keep up with the kids. Ivan was beating me up the other day. Daggone kid. Couldn't do nothing about him. He was like a rubber band. Pick him up by the back of his shirt, put him on the sofa, and then he'd stick to you. Can't get him off. Robert Fox with the super chat. What's up? Living a dream. We got $10 donation this morning. That's enough to pay for the fuel halfway. Well, YouTube takes about 40%. Something like that. I haven't figured it out. I don't know if they're paying me or not. I think Holly figured out how to siphon the funds into a hyper wallet so she can spend it on yarn. Robert Fox. Robert was my best friend in Vienna when I lived in Vienna, Virginia. Specialist Fox. Cannon fire direction specialist. Amelia Kelly, thank you. Drop the beat. We're going to cut this fish. Gotta cut the fish lickety split. Won't take but a couple seconds. Throw it in a trash bag, and I think I got some of those. Or a grocery bag, and run back to the house. If anybody would like to buy some yarn, I know where there's a lot. We can sell you some yarn. I got fabric too. Make a special deal if you buy more than one tote at a time. Mendota, Virginia, below Bristol, Tennessee line. We are from Northern Virginia. Hardly ever been to that. I've been to Southern Virginia, but only to get to North Carolina. I see you, Robert. My email's on my description of my page, I think. I think the email's on there. Icy Bay Lodge 2020@gmail.com. Maybe she'll come around. Could be a yarn merchant. Sell the purple cloth like Lydia. Or Priscilla. Which one was it? Priscilla. Yeah, the fishing. We got the fish. Thank God there was something on there. I'd feel like a real dingbat hauling all that water. You don't want to kiss that fish. You might be able to get away with a kiss on the lips, but if you tried slipping it any tongue, you'd be in big trouble. You can get your tongue pierced for like 5 or 6 of those barbells in one shot. Good coffee. I'm on the lookout for bears and stuff. We see bears a lot this time of year. The fish aren't really, well actually the fish are in the river. That's probably why we're not seeing them. I went to the river with the kids to fish and it was so thick. We had a lot of king salmon come up the river this year. That's great news. There was over 1,100 kings up the weir, and the river's like thick with them. Up in the bridge hole, there's just tons of king salmon. California Dreamin' was in here earlier. Kind of looking out for the deer. I saw a buck here last year before the season, like 2 weeks before the season, and then it was gone. Never saw it again. I didn't get a deer last year. I tried a little bit around here. No, I'm not related to anybody here. Nope. I just take the kids shooting or fishing sometimes. The church kids, there's like tons of them. The church is overflowing with kids here, with maybe 40 kids. There's not that many parents, so sometimes I go take them out shooting or fishing. They're crazy about hunting and fishing, especially hunting. And trapping too. They want to go trapping bad. Pretty boring outside now, like the light's all dead flat light now, see? Clouds moved in a little bit. On this side we just have a beach, it's kind of flat ground. There's no rocks or nothing like down southeast. The bottom's just, you can bounce your cannonballs over this. I've never gotten snagged in here. I don't hit the bottom on purpose, but when I do hit it, I don't get snagged. It's small rocks, pea gravel, clay. And the trees here we got, you're looking at Sitka spruce is the tree, Sitka spruce and hemlock. The spruce trees look kind of blue and the hemlocks are the green ones. And then the lower foliage is an alder. It's the gnarled kind of alder with the bumpy bark that's really tough and hardwood throughout the stem there, but doesn't get real huge. It might get up to like 4-inch trunks in some places, but not around here. Mostly small trees. Big spruce, small alder. We have cottonwood trees too. Come about, trying to think when the cottonwoods bloom. I guess it's in the spring. Might be in late June. Cottonwood goes off. Bunch of fluff everywhere. Miss, where are ya? Miss Warren. Miss Warren 36, hello! Yeah, this place is really beautiful at sunset. When you look this way, we're looking to the west. And you know, this morning coming out, looking to the east, we got the benefit of the sunrise with the partly cloudy conditions. Now it's mid-morning and we're headed south, so we're looking west out my window. Yeah, I realized that those sunsets are pretty good. I need to get more of that in my photo stock for more videos. I like looking back on. I need to go on the grid. I got some plate sheet metal ordered from the welder here. I think I heard that 9th and 10th is good grid conditions. Hopefully I can go up on the grid when we're getting there's a big storm coming next weekend, it looks like. It'd be ideal if I could go on the grid and do my bottom work while it's storming. Or if it's not gonna be storming, if it would be like this, so I could put some more bottom paint. I got a little more bottom paint. Killian is supposed to bring me a gallon of the fancy paint from Sitka's on sale. He's gonna bring me a gallon of that, but I don't know if Killian's ever coming back. He might just stay down there. He'll make so much money this fall that he'll just leave his boat there and come back here. Maybe fly back down there to winter kingfish. Or, yeah, I mean, that's what I would do if I was him, probably. I don't think Killian will leave with the Mabel A. Once he gets on that chum money and he's making $1,000 a day, he's probably not gonna leave. Yeah, definitely. They cut the trees right here. Look. See? That's all clear cut. The local tribe, the Tlingit Indians own a bunch of the ground around town. Right around town, they probably own most of it. And then when you go to the outskirts of town, it becomes national forest. But right around town is, I don't know what you call it. It's like a reservation or whatever. It's their own sovereign ground. So they logged it. It was controversial, you know. They voted to log it, their board members or whatever, and then a bunch of bleeding heart types in there say, oh gosh, you can't log it, no logging. Too late, they logged it, and they borrowed a bunch of money to get equipment to do it, and then they ended up somehow they went bankrupt. They're bankrupt. So they go belly up, and then they just reset the whole process. Somebody got a bunch of money, but the shareholders of the tribe got a little bit of money. Then the trees got cut down, which is, it's fine. You own property and you want to cut your trees down, it's fine with me. You know? They were going to log this island. They own this island too. See all these islands here? And then there was a big uproar about, don't log the island. So they didn't. They didn't log the island. The island, I think, is more old growth trees. The conditions weren't real favorable for logging profits with the fuel price and the timber price. You know, a lot of places went out of business in Canada. You know, they're cutting trees and they're only earning pennies on the dollar for what they're doing. It's not a good profit margin right now. So at any rate, they didn't log the island, but they did log their timber resources around town, which is fine. It's really fine. It does good for the deer and the moose. They cut the trees down. It creates a lot of you know, young growth that the deer and the moose need to eat, and they also use it to hide their young. So it's beneficial, logging is, really. You don't want them logging right next to the river, but otherwise it's okay. Yeah, they stopped. The Tongass National Forest is like this huge, gigantic area of wild land. And they logged it for years and years and years. And they would give $600,000 a year to Yakutat in timber receipts. They got some percentage of timber. Well, some brilliant genius in the government decided they didn't want to log this vast wilderness anymore. So now everybody who lives in Yakutat, they raised our taxes like 100%. Because we don't have the timber receipts to pay for things like schools and roads anymore. So I'm definitely pro-logging. They'll probably log it again. You know, under this administration, they're pro-logging too, I'm sure of it. Fishing with Domingo! What's up, Domingo, the Krabby Master? I got my jigs from Krabby Man Jigs. They're sweet. I was thinking I wanted small jigs, small, tiny jigs. So I ordered these small, tiny jigs. And then I got them and I'm like, dang, these jigs are awful small. I should have got some big ones too. Charter boat running up here, I don't recognize it. Oh, it's the Warrior, I do recognize it. I recognize it, it's fine. Watch out for the wake, you guys. Here comes the charter boat wake. Hold on, man. Hold on. We're going to get hit by the wake. We're going to survive. We're almost back to the dock. Good thing it's 8:06. I want to be home before 9. Get my shower in. Get Charter Tsunami. He went off to the side there a little bit. Yeah, they're small. You know, I got some places. I trout fished down in Ketchikan once, and the trout were really small. So I thought I'd get small jigs. Anyway, I got them. I bought like $35 worth, and then I got some 1/64 ounce jig heads on the side too. Well, that just means I need to make another order of like regular size jigs, I guess. I don't know. They're really nice. They're different from, you know, you're not gonna find that kind of jig really at Walmart, or maybe they got jigs like that at Walmart now, but back when I was buying jigs from Walmart, they didn't have that. I got a bunch of jigs from, they're like mini bass assassins, you know, with the straight tail. And then he's got some of them that are like little teeny tiny paddle tails. They have like a micro paddle on them. I'll have to bust out the box and show you guys. I think he might have thrown some extra stuff in there because I ordered some extra stuff too. I don't even remember how much I paid. Maybe he didn't throw extra things in there, but I got a wide variety of stuff. Yeah, these things are tiny, Scotty. I got them for like trout. You know, I catch so many salmon and whatnot, I'm not worried about them. My brother's coming to the wedding, and he's gung-ho to get the fish up here. The river was just chock full of fish when I was there earlier in the week, but the condition of the fish was definitely not good. On the king salmon, they were dark red and black, and although they weren't rotten yet. And the sockeyes were still good, but some of them were starting to look a little green in the head. They were still good, but they weren't prime, you know. And so in another 2 weeks, I'm not sure what's going to be going on. Maybe the rotten king salmon and green-headed sockeye. Weird, and good news. It's especially good because they gave us 2 days this year instead of 1 day, and it wouldn't have been a good look on the commercial fleet if they, you know, they give us an extra day, because last year we didn't meet the escapement for kings, I don't think, in the river. So if they give us 2 days and then didn't meet the escapement again, they'd probably take the 2 days away. But we fished 2 days. I don't know how many we got, probably didn't catch that many, but the fish came in the river big time, so that's good, that's real good. That means we'll have 2 days again next year. There was a heck of a lot of trout in the river. Patrick, 1 month, thank you. Thanks, Patrick. I have not forgotten about my members giveaway. What I'm doing is I'm gonna put together some jars, maybe some jarred fish, jarred berries. I want it to be something good. I'm putting Holly on it. We're gonna send you stuff out. When I do the giveaway, I'll probably draw names out of a hat to decide on which prize goes where. We'll have some really good stuff and then some not as great stuff, so it'll be exciting. Floating liquid, what? Jeez. These fish are out here. Whoa, thank you! Killian lent me a laptop and just fell on the floor. Hang on. Thanks, Patrick. We're almost back to the dock. Go back to the dock, cut this fish real quick. I'll cut the fish on camera and then cut the line and go back home, get my shower and get dressed and go to church. I don't have any plans for after church. Probably the kids will want to go shooting. I want to go shooting too. Seems like the cohos, Scotty, I got a good report on cohos yesterday. The hand trawler had 45 fish for the hand trawler, and he said he tried to get out on the ocean, but the current was too much. And, you know, he's got 20-pound lead, so I can fish in the current with my, you know, maybe I'll put my 70s on. It's been, when the current was really smoking on my way home, I mean like a 3-knot current, and it's been that when the current's like that, I have a hard time. I can't, where the fish are, there's so much current, I can't fish with my floats. The floats, they go crazy, man. They like turn over and lay flat, and everything's just crazy out there. But I'll try it. I got a different float arrangement now. I used to use the straking floats, the green and red ones, and now I got the yellow floats, so maybe they won't snag. But yeah, he said they were all big. The fish are all over 5 pounds, and he got 45 of them, and he was fishing in a protected area too. He said they just came in, so. You know what that means? It means I can buy the suppressor for my 22. I'm just kidding. I'm not. Until January. But we don't have to pay for the tax stamp anymore. Maybe I'll get, it's $200 extra if I can wait, what is it? August, September, October, November, December. Ooh, 5 months and then no tax. Yeah, the guy, I ordered that pistol from the grocery store, and the guy ordered another one with it. And I guess somebody asked about a suppressor for it because it's threaded, and so he ended up, he's been selling them like hotcakes. These little stainless auto Smith & Wesson Victory 2. And now he's got a little 22 suppressor. I guess they have they got some kind of arrangement with one of these big suppressor dealers where they get a commission, and then the online suppressor seller does the paperwork, does the e-file and all that. Anyway, the suppressor's only $400. In fact, I think it's less than 400. It's 300 and something, which is like a third the price I paid for my 30 caliber suppressor. And then, but then you got to pay for the tax stamp. So I was looking at buying one when I went and picked up the pistol after I got home, and he's like, yeah, it's $384 or whatever. I'm like, oh, that's good. Yeah, plus the tax stamp. So it's, it's basically $600 after taxes. Yeah, I got it stuck in a storm in this boat when I had this boat new, and it was blowing 60 knots on the last day of Winter Kings. Came up, big black cloud, whipped up to 60 knots before we could get in. The boat was like this, and then the waves were on the side, like 6-7 foot wind chop, and the boat was going over so far, it pulled the stabilizer out of the water and shut the pole. So then the boat had one troll pole up like this, and the boat was like this. Then the 60 knot wind, it wasn't cool at all. So I got bigger stabilizers after that. And I got the frog leg things that lock the poles, I've had a lot of things happen to me out on the water over the years. Definitely this boat is really seaworthy, A lot of times I thought it was curtains in the old boat. It wasn't, but it felt like it was. In this boat's really seaworthy. It moves around a lot and it'll lean over real far, but it's definitely not getting pounded like my old boat. Coming into dock here. Yeah, I haven't figured out how to do that yet, Scotty. You know what? I ended up on the way in, when I was getting the side swell on my way back on the last leg there, I did end up duct taping that piece of wood to my pole so it would stop closing. And then the other side started to try and close because the poles I got, my frog legs aren't very good. They're not, somebody gave them to me. I got them secondhand. They're like not really designed for this boat. They don't fit quite right. That's why the other set broke, because it's like getting torqued, Man, it's hard to get in here the way these boats are. Nearly impossible to park. Might start parking on my left side. It's harder to get in on the left, but not as hard as it is to get in around these big boats like this. Let me into my spot. Let me in, let me in. Depends on which way the tide's going. Sometimes it sucks me into the dock, but that's definitely not the majority of the time. My boat will just continuously drift away from my spot. I do like it because it's got padding all around it, but that's about the only good thing about it. The guy who had it before me screwed bumpers to the whole wood thing, so I don't need to put out bumpers. I kept saying how you can't dry fish in Yakutat. This might be the exception. It might just dry out. A little bit of salt I put on it might do it for me. It's so nice and calm. I actually got into my slip here. Current must not be sucking me out from the spot. Like a glove. Here comes Leo. Leo, say hi to YouTube. Leo. Hey. No, it's not Kings today.
What you got about Judy?
I heard, oh yeah, I heard that Dice did good too. He was at Point Munoz.
I'm going to go sell and get ice and try it again.
Well, I got church today. I'm going to come tomorrow.
That's good.
And then fish tomorrow, I guess.
You know what I'm thinking about doing when I can afford enough fuel? I'm going to try to run across the bay from by, from by the Clown Shoe.
Yeah.
Straight across and troll along that beach toward that river over there.
Oh, the what is it, Sudden Stream?
Yeah, I'm going to troll toward the fjord and turn around and start trolling back. Because that's the closest river, you know, you can go close
on that
you
side.
Want by the mouse.
Yeah.
Just the sea tuck's the only one you can't go by.
I know, that stupid thing. And then those Sitka boats just come up and troll all over it. It's like,
yeah.
Oh, man. Have the cops been around? I hate to wish anybody ill, but man, they would just write one ticket. Those guys would stop doing that.
Yeah. And they're around, but they're not doing anything. The fish cops haven't seen.
I thought he was good. They brought a boat in here and everything, and then they just disappeared.
I haven't seen them.
Well, somebody got rid of all the pots. There's always all those pots in Deep Bay. They must have come through and got all the pots out of there.
What about the King opener? Have you heard anything on that?
No, it's the weekend now, so it's hard to say.
Yeah.
I saw Rick, and I forgot to ask him, but Rick never knows anyway.
Yeah. I'll just wait until I see it posted in the Canny, I guess. I usually ask at the scale shack because I don't know.
I asked him, and he told me to call Rick. They don't know yet.
Yeah.
I also emailed my, I could check, but I'm live streaming, so it'll kill the stream. But I emailed somebody down. My friends in Southeast, they usually text me when something big happens.
Yeah.
Because they feel like, oh, I know, so I'm going to, he doesn't know, so I'll tell him, which is good. So I usually find out. But it should be, it's usually this, after the first week in August. So we should get to the 7th, and then they'll probably close it for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll only be 3 days. They're catching a lot of fish down there.
Oh, that's good.
I think so. Because that's what determines it. Like, if they're not catching any fish, they figure there isn't any fish, so they shut it for a long time. If they're catching a lot of fish, they're like, oh, there's lots of fish. So I always thought that was backwards. Like, if they're catching a lot of fish, they caught all the fish, shut them down. No, they figure if you're catching a lot of fish, there's a lot of fish in the water, so let them keep going.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm better go sell and get some ice and try it again. I might go up front again and try it.
Dice said the current was real bad. That's why he went to Munoz.
It's gone out there.
It does. When I was coming down, it was almost like a 3-knot current. It seemed like.
Throwing 1,500 against it.
Yeah.
Toward the Coast Guard, and I was coming back. I was throwing 800 RPMs, and I was going 5 knots.
Yeah, 5 knots. That's crazy. Your lines are all going like this.
Yeah.
Then you start getting fish on. My two will get together. You know.
Yeah. That's why I went behind the island yesterday. And wasn't strong back there.
Yeah, it never is.
Shit, when I was catching kings, I had to leave there.
Oh, there was kings?
Yeah.
That's good. How many? How big?
They were pretty big.
Ah! In the shallows?
Yeah.
Well, that's great. That's good news. I hope they give us a good price on them. It's like $8 down there.
Yeah.
Come up here, like $5 for your king. But hey, you know what? Honestly, it don't matter. You know, we shouldn't even complain because he gives us a good price in the wintertime.
Yeah.
And that's where it matters because we fish every day in the winter. It's unlimited and it's 6 months of it. So even if he doesn't start out good, when he gives us that good price for the bulk of it, and bumps it up at the end when we're getting a lot, that's way more important than 20 fish. You know what? Just 20 fish ain't the big deal. It's the winner.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna head over there.
yeah, I got to go to church too. Holy mackerel! Look at what we got. That's the holy mackerel fish. Give me my hook back. Give me that hook. How dare you? How dare you? What do we even do with these fish? To be quite honest with you, I don't want to deal with them at all. Look at that holy mackerel. Oh my. Get you some of that. Get you some of that. Watch out. Watch out, he's got you. Oh. Ought to cut him up. Get there. Ah! Problem with leaving bait around is the daggone crows. The crows come and then they get it. When the crows come and they take your hooks. Where'd my gloves go, you guys? Gloves? I need a trash bag, Wilson. Where's my trash bags at? Huh? What'd you do with Papa's trash bags? What'd you do with trash bag into Papa? Where'd that trash bag go? It's on? Got a whole brand new thing of trash bags. Where are they? No trash bags, no problem. Let's get this back right here. Watch out, listen. Morning, Jonathan. What are we gonna cut this thing up on? Need a cutting board. Cut them right here. Get rid of this bait real quick. I hear those crows. If I don't remove this bait, they're gonna get me. They will too. I'm not very good at this. Most longliners would get them. If I put that there, it's not gonna come out of there. What do I do with this hook? Got all day to deal with it. Right now, I just gotta get this bait off here. Really wasn't all that much bait left over. Oh, there's JK. I was talking about you earlier. Zyro, good morning. Wonder what's happening over at Anyfin. See Bass Holio again today? Saw Anyfin coming live, but I was on here. Couldn't go over there. Good dog, Wilson. One more piece. Get it. Also, Wilson to take the bait. Look at that. Look at that big old fish head there. That's a no. That's a big old fish head bait. Get that out of there. You guys can't see nothing like that. Okay. You know what would work good for cutting the fish? Watch out, listen. Move the foot, move the foot, move the foot. If I just real flip it like that. Better watch out. I'm gonna run that hose, Wilson. You know what? I hate to do it. I think I'm gonna get rid of this old fish that I salted up. Because it's good, but I don't want it around. I don't want it around anymore. One big hunk of it still on my boat. We'll let the crows have that piece. Man, he swallowed it. Took the double baited pink salmon on there. He swallowed it all the way to the stomach. Give me that. Now it's hooked back in its dang jaw there. I hate these things. I'm finally gonna make use of one. Get out of there. Got the little circle hook all the way in there. Give me that. Give it back. You gotta be kidding me. Where's my guy? There, got it. Give me the dang hook. What a fight, huh? Jeez. Got him with a little circle hook. Big old mess. Sharpen stuff though. You guys see it? Oh yeah. There's old Gene.
Down there?
No. I got some kings on the opener, but it was only 4 days, so I can only do so much in 4 days.
Keep your chums?
No. Chums is now. I'm getting married now.
Oh, you're getting married?
Yeah. How am I supposed to cut this thing up, man? It's all wobbly and stuff. It's all wobbly. My fish is no rigor mortis, it's all wobbly.
Huh.
Can't get them cut. Oh, it's still alive actually. Yeah.
Them things are pretty tough.
Well, so there's nothing up here I don't think that'll hurt you. As long as you stay out of the salmon bucket.
That's what he's going for. Salmon bucket. Get. You going out today?
No.
That's nice.
They're going to pull the boat, pressure wash it.
Cool.
I'm going to tie up some braid. We got a group that's like family that's going to end up leaving today, so I'm going to hang out with them for a little bit today and relax.
Here.
It's a Friday day off, so I'm going to enjoy it. Opened up Kings up here for sport fishing tomorrow, I believe. They gonna have any openers for you guys?
Yeah. Not tomorrow though.
No.
Can't imagine why they would do that. The hell kind of reasoning is that?
I have no idea.
Well, I guess you guys didn't catch your quota or something.
What's that?
I guess you didn't get your quota.
Yeah.
So much for those king salmon.
I don't know how they come up with any of these laws, Devin. None of it makes sense to me.
Well, you weren't supposed to be able to get our fish anymore. That's the important part. Because you've been stealing all our fish.
What's that?
You've been stealing all our fish.
Oh, I sold 3 fish from you this year.
No, the fleet. You took our fish the last 3 years in a row. You shut us down for our second season. You overfished your quota because you get a certain amount. They just let it go. Whoops! We caught too many fish and they shut down the commercial guys. No more fishing for them.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
Board of Fish said you're not allowed to do that anymore. So I don't know why you're fishing again, because you caught your quota. That's why you got shut down. So I don't know how you get shut down and they turn around and say, oh, we'll open it back up. Better not be coming out of the winter fish.
Yep, I don't get it.
Heard there's some fish around.
Oh yeah, I caught a little one yesterday. Barry went up and played it the day before he left to go sailing.
They went sailing?
Or something like that.
Yeah, that's really where the real bad blood comes from between the commercial and the sport, is that they've been shutting us down and giving you our fish. Literally giving you our fish and shutting us down.
I didn't know that.
So that Board of Fish, on their last meeting, somehow, now historically, we've always had 80% of the fish or something, and they gave you more of our fish. But which is fucked up too, but the concession was, we'll no longer overfish and then turn around and take your fish and shut you down and give all the fish to the, unallocated by law, but done by emergency order or whatever, letting you guys overfish. They said, we're not going to do that anymore. So instead of setting the limit and not changing anything and then just going, whoops, they went over, and not calling an emergency order, they said, all right, we're going to manage in season. Well, Board of Fish told Fish again, you have to do that. So that's why you got shut down this year.
Yeah, it did bother me.
So now, well, it's our living. We can't make a living if we can't fish.
trying to get rid of you guys anyway.
That's not true. They're not trying to get rid of us.
What's that?
They're not trying to get rid of us. I don't know where you come up with that.
With the kids, they're trying to get rid of all kingfish period.
No, they can't do that. They're trying to manage the fishery so it's sustainable. But the problem is the allocation between the sport and the charter, and the bad blood comes when they let you guys fish over your limit and shut us down.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I would be pissed too.
And now they've given you more fish, just straight up giving you more fish. It's never gotten that many fish ever. They changed the law so you could have more fish. But we're not supposed to get shut down. We have a second season this year because they didn't let you just keep fishing. They closed the season instead of going, oh, whoops, the sport fleet caught 25,000 too many king salmon. Now the commercial fleet can't fish because there's no fish left. This year they shut the season. So that's why it tweaks me when you say, oh, they're opening it back up. What do you mean they're opening it back up for sports? You didn't catch your quota or you didn't catch your quota?
Yeah,
now they changed their mind and say, oh,
yeah,
we'll give them, what? Where does that come from? I don't know. Well, we're supposed to get a certain amount of fish that's left over from our 40,000. It's supposed to be already decided. It all comes down to this is the final, like, we're about to decide. We're about to get our allocation of fish. You know, they're going to make a closure and then they're going to tell us how many fish we get. What I don't like hearing is, oh, now they open the sport fleet back up. It's like, what? What do you mean they open the sport fleet back up?
Yep, they just opened it up. Tomorrow.
It also doesn't help me because it's hard to get the fish. And open the sport fleet up, it's going to be harder for me to get my fish. There's not really much of a fleet here anyway.
Woodbury went out the other day. He had a massive nice fish. He had 10 or 15. They were all 20, 30, 40 pounders. They were nice.
Hey, you want some bait? You don't want this thing for bait? I don't even want to deal with it. You don't want it either.
I hate that.
Well, I kept it, but I don't want to deal with it either, really. They're so wormy, they're disgusting.
Well, I hate them.
And the guts stink too.
Yep.
They make good bait though. They're good to eat too if you get over the disgustingness of them. I actually like eating them. So much like cleaning them.
They do make good bait, but I seen a salmon shark yesterday.
That's good. It sounds like the fish are here.
Oh yeah, there's fish here.
See the worms in that thing?